great. All go, no wait. Champion, no debate. First place, go play. Humble.
What it do, y'all? It's your girl Candy B. Y'all see where we at? Humble Greatness Studios. To my left, I got my girl Ruth. To my right, I got my girl Sarah. And as y'all know, and if you don't know, these are two young entrepreneurs out here getting it. Okay, so that's what we're about to get to. So we're gonna start from my left because you read from your left to your right. Okay. So Ruth, let the people know what it is that you do.
Okay. Well, I've been barbering for about, I lose track of the years, so maybe about 6, maybe 7 years. I have my own business. I just started it about a year ago. I never really presented it to people till a couple months in.
You go, girl.
Yeah. So I that's just a little background. I did a little summed up. I have a couple people actually working there with me now.
Look at you.
So just the journey of it just been. It's a lot, but it's a lot. But
you enjoy it.
Yeah. No. I'm saying the whole journey was a lot to the story, but that pretty much sums it up.
Of course.
So, yeah.
Doing something different in life is always going to be this is a lot. But you take it seems like you took it step by step. Yes. And now she employing people, y'all. Are you going to have products?
Definitely.
Skincare?
Yeah, for sure. I actually have a couple of my clients that sell a couple things, and I was like, well, why not just put some of, their things there. I just finally got my crew necks in, probably get some more apparel from there. But yeah, probably just, little by little, I've just been adding more and more to it.
Look at you. Y'all inspirational. I love it. Okay. So we got Sarah over here. Let the people know what you
do. Hey, guys.
Hey.
This is Sarah Myers. Hello. If you already know who I am, you already know what's the tea. I am a traveling makeup artist. I travel the country and the world doing makeup on anyone and everyone. I'm also a serial entrepreneur. So I have been known for starting pop-up businesses and just getting to the bag,
She said I secured 10 bags by the time we got here.
No, for real. So I have officially just relocated back to Wichita and making it my home base. I've been in Dallas for the past 10 years. So I've been in Dallas slaying all the D, triple D. What's up? Oak Cliff, that's my hood. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
And the world just, spreading my light and spreading my love. So
I love it, y'all. Did y'all hear that when she said spreading that light and love? Period. Okay, y'all, so we're going to jump right into it. So with you guys working I guess I'm just going to say health and beauty.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you feel like the industry is oversaturated? Whoever wants to respond first.
Oversaturation in the beauty industry. You know that saying that there's nothing new under the sun?
Mm-hmm.
I never look at the world in that perspective. It's just so oversaturated. I think that, when God or your ancestors pour something into you as far as your intuition, that's your time and your place. That's the way that you make your own lane, something different, something new. Mm-hmm. So it's amazing as a beauty enthusiast as well as a beauty creative just to constantly be innovative, push myself, figuring out new ways to kind of target the market. I think that's just an amazing thing of entrepreneurship. So as far as saturation goes, no, because if it's in you and it's destined for you, baby, it's going to happen regardless.
It's all vibing right now. So how do you feel, Ruth? Do you feel like barbers, it's oversaturated? Female barbers.
Elaborate a little bit, oversaturated,
is it
or something, or
is it difficult for you to make it being a female barber in the industry that's male dominated?
For a female, definitely. To me, it started off that way, but just as far as there's so many barbers coming out, so many female barbers, but just barbers in general, and I think everybody kind of has their own way of doing things. Even with I'm not really into makeup a lot, but I just watched a video earlier today where they showed how to do the exact same thing, but in different ways, and then I'm there constantly scrolling, watching different people do the same thing, and that's when it really hit me, and I realized I'm oh, okay, this really cannot be like, I wouldn't say watered down as much as many people are as many people are doing barbering, cosmetology, whatever, or doing makeup, doing hair. Everybody has their own like artistic way of doing it to where I'm just like, this is never really gonna get old
Ever.
and everybody's just gonna have like their own creativity to put into it. So I'm just like, I don't ever really. I think everybody just kind of has their own way of just putting it out there in their own really creative way. Yeah. So no, I don't think it's like oversaturated.
Okay, I like that.
Well,
Good
I do think
answers.
there may be a oversaturation of lackluster creativity. I feel like I see a lot of people putting out the same thing, and just because they're doing it, they're thinking that it's different. But really, they're just emulating someone else that they saw. You know what I mean? Versus digging within and pulling something out that is new and innovative. Even me as a beauty creative, I've been a makeup artist for like 20 years. So it's like, sometimes it's easy to get stuck in that realm, but I think that's why it's so even more important to continuously like dig within yourself as a human, as a woman, to just know what you want to do and how you want to serve it to the people, because they're going to eat regardless.
That part. We out here evolving as ladies. We coming through.
Yes.
Okay, so with the emergence of technology, what are ways the industry are changing? Where do you see it going? And what have you done to adapt?
Oh my goodness. So, especially as like a brick and mortar type of serial entrepreneur, like I'm accustomed, of getting it out the mud like Wichita, and you kind of got to build up from there, build your clientele, go build you a actual walk-in business and go do those things. I think with the way that technology and stuff is going, especially with, makeup artistry or, any service industry, that robots and stuff are coming in, and with lasers and scanning, they could go in and operate on your heart with a robot, and seal you back up. There's no doubt in my mind that at some point, if it's not already created, that, they'll be able to spray makeup on your face, roll across your face, see your skin type and like, spray your face, tell you to close your eyes, all that stuff, your nails.
I've seen the nails.
Yeah.
All of it, So I think that's why it's even more imperative that you can never replace the human interaction, that energy exchange, and that trust that you build with, whoever your service provider is at the moment. So I think that's one way for now that we could just hold on a little bit
I heard
longer.
that. I love human to human experiences.
Seriously.
You know what I mean?
Because like with, what is it? Artificial intelligence?
Yes.
I think that it's going to be, I think there will be a point to where, we'll be looking at robots and not even, we can't even tell the difference,
Oh, yeah. Some people say we may not be able to, but our kids or our kids' kids, like our grandkids maybe.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Totally.
So, and then how will you adapt to the
So
change?
how I've adapted, oh my God, this has really been fun for me at least. So, I'm a hustler, baby. I just want you to know.
Yes.
It's not who I am, it's where I'm finna go.
Pimping ain't dead.
So I have tapped into trying to make as many streams of passive income as possible. So even with like online trading, and stocks and stuff like that. I have an OnlyFans account where I sell, because I've been a boudoir nude model since I was 18.
Oh, nice.
So I have like a whole huge long portfolio of just super sexy pictures.
You
and
go,
I just
girl.
love embodying my femininity, and that's sexy. I think it's hard for us as women. We get critiqued so much and under a microscope.
Drop the mic.
Once you get to that point to where you're like, man, I don't care what none of y'all are talking about. I know I look good. And if you want to see it, I'm going to tax you. So going on. For the simple, supple price of $9.99.
Like, there's people doing it out there for free, but you're getting paid for it.
You can support your
my God, I'm
local
screaming.
starving artist. No,
I love it. It's a beautiful thing. I love it.
Yeah, so avenues like that.
Okay. So for you, I'll read the question again. With the emergence of technology, what are the ways this industry is changing? Where do you see it going, and how do you feel like you'll adapt to it?
Well, I honestly, the way that the world goes, I feel we kind of just have to go with it. There's a lot of stuff that we don't agree with, like as far as like editing pictures, editing the fades and all that on pictures that you post. But I mean, it is what it is. I can't hate on it. I mean, that's what gets views. At the end of the day, you know, everybody that's a barber or that cuts hair or that recognizes what's going on, they could tell a good fade from something that's not. But
of course.
But I fully respect the fact that we have to keep the content looking a certain way.
Yes. Don't push nobody's line
social
back.
Media, yeah.
Okay.
We ain't got time
Like
for
we
that.
kind of just have to adapt to that. That's the times that we're in, you know. So, but always, you know, always stay true to yourself and know that you're putting a good product out for your clients and such.
Look at you. I want my hair cut now. Ruth over here
Okay,
speaking
and Ruth
to
is
me.
cold with them clippers, baby. I can assure you that.
Period. I love it. So does Wichita have a great outlook when it comes to your industry?
You know, I'm not really sure. You know, I'm just getting back. You know, I've honestly been working my butt off. Okay. So I haven't really had a chance to really see or even, you know, dip my toe in to
So
see.
well, let's say before you left. I mean, or since
Oh,
you've
hell
been
yeah.
okay. So since you've been back and forth, have you noticed?
Well, you know, it's a beautiful thing, especially doing makeup for so long. You know, prior to that, I was doing hair extensions here, just slaying the city with their weaves. But it's beautiful growing with my clients. And that's just something that kind of resonated with me a few weeks ago. Like, you know, as I was leaving Dallas, and I'm like, oh my God, like some of my clients, like I did their first date. Then, you know, they got engaged and I was like doing their engagement photo makeup. Then they got married and I did them and all their bridesmaids and their moms and stuff. And then their kids, you know, are going to high school, you know, homecomings and like all that kind of stuff. And it just makes you feel like, oh my gosh, this is like my family, you know, like I've grown with them from a different perspective. But I mean, I feel like the same sense comes from all of my older clients in Wichita or just even people that have seen me, even like yourself, like, oh, I've heard of you, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just really, it feels nice to just feel that love. So I feel like they follow your story, you know, people that love to see you grow, your growth, all that stuff, you know, your clients grow with you. So I can say it's all been love, but then again, you know.
You know.
People
okay.
love to sit up there and smile in your face, baby.
They smile in your face. What y'all know about backstabbers? Don't play.
Backstabbers.
Yes. Yes. Take me back and drop me off, okay? That was an old school for y'all. Look it up. Okay, so Ruth, what do you think? Does Wichita have a great outlook when it comes to your industry?
A good outlook, definitely. I think so. I think over time, it's evolved. People are again, you know, adapting. People are willing to grow, willing to want to learn from each other. I actually just had somebody that I used to work with. He opened up another barber shop and he's doing like classes there.
I was just getting ready to ask that next.
Yeah, he's bringing in barbers from other shops and, you know, just collabing. And you know, I actually grew up in Texas. So coming out here, and I know people used to always talk about, oh, Wichita, people don't support each other and stuff like that. But I'm seeing a little bit of growth of that.
Yes.
Or a lot of it, you know.
I can't
like people
say
are
that.
actually wanting to collab and like, hey, let me put your work out there. You put my work out there. And putting exposure to everybody, and that's really how you grow. I mean, just like we were just talking about bigger cities and how even like a lot of places in Texas or just even places outside of where we've just been living for so long. Like when you show love to each other, everybody grows.
See, and I'm a strong believer in that you know, if you give that off, you should
Bring it
naturally receive it right back. You
Yeah.
know, but you do have some of those people that are backstab. Okay, we're gonna stop.
And honestly, I feel like just that energy comes from just not knowing themselves and all of that like negative energy. Because if you see a woman out here hustling and doing what they need to do,
Congratulate
and you got something bad to say, that's just, it sounds like a personal issue to me.
She right.
And I think I would suggest for you to go talk to your therapist.
Well, you know what? I think that comes from people not living in their truth.
Yeah,
and they're not
100%.
standing up to what you know in your heart, what you need to be doing. And you sitting here and doing what you know that you don't love. And then you mad at somebody else for going at their dream.
Yeah.
When you can do the same thing. It just, like what you said earlier, being uncomfortable. Ruth was uncomfortable starting her new business, but she knew she could do it.
Yeah.
It took a little bit of patience, discipline, perseverance. Hey, look at her now.
Yeah.
Eyelashes on fleek. We got Sarah over here, skin popping. You know what I'm saying? They out here doing it. Okay, so, what can Wichita do to support your business?
Wichita can just give me all their time, love, and energy, you know? If you don't have the funds, that's fine.
Okay.
It doesn't cost anything to be supportive. It doesn't cost anything to shed love and light and pour into, you know, us women. Me, myself, I'm back new to the city, so I don't feel like a lot of people even know that I'm back yet.
Nah, but they will today.
They see me working. They see me out here working and like, what are you over here building? But yeah, just, you know, support my business in the fashion of booking your appointments and like, love, sharing, talking about it with your friends, you know, whatever.
I love it. Okay, so I just want to ask a random question. With your makeup and everything, with you being back in Wichita, how far, like, in the time that you're giving yourself to stay in Wichita, how grand do you want your brand to be?
Oh my gosh. Well, that's the purpose of me coming back, is just to revamp and rebrand myself. So, I mean, I just actually talked to a brand strategist yesterday.
Look at you.
Shout out. Hey.
Man,
Hey, friend.
drop the mic.
I know. So we have really avid plans because, you know, especially in this day and age, like you were talking about with technology, you kind of have to open your mindset past these borders of Wichita. And so you can be, especially when you're doing like electronic based businesses, your market is everywhere.
Oh, of course.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't necessarily just stop here. So for me, you know, I have networks all over the world.
Man.
So it's just, you know, it's nice to be able to brand that way.
That's beautiful. The fact that she says all over the world lets me know that your passport is stamped up.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Goals, y'all. These are goals for an entrepreneur. So thank you. So how, Ruth, how grand do you want your brand to be? Even though you just started it, like, do you multiple locations? Do you want to do classes? Do you?
I'm actually probably going to be doing a class here in the next couple months or so, possibly. But yeah, definitely to be
Yes.
that'll be another thing on the list that I haven't done yet that I could like check off if I
Look
you know,
at
once
you.
I get
And
back
you're
in.
originally from Texas.
Texas, yeah, but I've been here probably like half of my life now.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
you know,
okay. So you're a
half
Wichitan. So when you go back, do you like try to network with anybody from there?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I do try. More than anything, I try to just connect with my friends out there.
Oh, yeah.
And then I just,
Are they
over
on-
here? It's all work. When I go over there, it's vacation.
Okay.
Totally.
That's how my brother do me come. I said, hey, I'm working, man. You're on
Right.
vacation. I'm not.
Yeah.
So I respect you ladies for that. What are some of the biggest challenges you have to overcome being in the industry you're in?
A lot as a female barber. And I know, I think with everything, even, you know, with Sarah, like there's a lot of women doing makeup. So for you to just, your name to just pop out the way that it did, like it was,
She put
I'm
that
sure,
work
yeah,
in.
it was work.
Yeah. For
And then, I mean, for me, it was like a struggle as well, but just in a different way. You know, I'm in a male dominated industry.
Yeah.
When I first started, I knew maybe of some barbers, maybe not so much in the city. Maybe there were a few ones like that were females. Nowadays, there's a whole lot more. It's expanding. People are being more open to it.
Yeah.
But when I first started, I don't really remember like seeing anybody do it to be able to be inspired and like, oh my God, she's doing it, so maybe I could do it too. It was like,
Totally.
so I was almost a little discouraged by it, just because I was like, oh, okay, I'm taking this leap. Maybe there's not that many females doing this for a reason, but and it's scary, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Let's just see how it goes. There was literally times where like the guys at the shop would be messing with me, like, hey, you just missed a walk-in and da-da-da-da. Those are some of the most frustrating moments because like already the first year of barbering for male or female, it can always look like just sitting down and just waiting and not doing anything.
Yeah.
But especially as female, and then as soon as you do have somebody walk in, it's like, I'd rather go to the new guy barber versus the experienced female barber. So there was a lot of that too. So it was like boom, 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 like so many things against to where I'm just like,
Where do you think that stemmed from?
Just people I guess a lot of things just be seeming taboo to people until you see everybody else doing them, and then it's like, okay, they get cut by a female, so I might be, that must be okay, or only females get their eyebrows waxed. No, and then you start seeing more and more men getting their brows waxed. It's like, oh, that's a norm now.
Yeah.
Or I don't like to get my hair braided like the man. A lot of guys didn't like the idea of the man bun getting it braided or whatever. Like, oh no, that's a female thing. All of a sudden, it's a trend now. So it's like it's so hard for people to actually be open to something that they're not used to seeing so much. Now that they're starting to see more, females in the industry, they're feeling a lot more comfortable.
Yeah.
So definitely that kind of like the more that the females start signing up for this type of thing, the more that it opens people to feeling more and more like this is not so taboo anymore. This is not scary. We can trust them with our hair, But yeah, it was a lot of that. And
do you feel like it's taboo for the area? Like the market here?
Definitely. That was
in the Midwest.
That was a lot more to do with that. I thought about that too, because like I said, when I first started it, I didn't really know too many female barbers, but I'm sure I'm like, okay, well, maybe me not even getting into the areas of like outside of Wichita, to be able to be,
because I think in Texas that's like a normal thing.
Yeah, and then
there have been men getting their haircut by women for 20, 30, 40 years. And you are a woman of color here in the Midwest, so it's probably that probably has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
trust.
We in the Midwest, the Bible Belt, we're behind. It's a couple of things that play factors. So if people don't leave and go see stuff other places, then they won't never know, and then they just gonna be stuck in their little, So, what are some of the biggest challenges that you have to overcome being in the industry you're in?
Challenges, staying fresh. It is just so hard to find, at least for me right now, especially because I've been moving and doing all this stuff. But like, I think it's just staying fresh and staying inspired and creating new, catchy content. Primarily, is just staying fresh. In order for me to stay fresh, though, I have to have that balance of like, going to do things like going to do yoga. Excuse my appearance, ladies. I've been coming out looking cute. And not saying I'm not cute right now, but pressure.
Yeah. Drop the mic.
Kidding, not kidding.
I love it.
No, just staying fresh in the current. So, traveling, I love experiencing new things, just come back like, oh my gosh, I just saw this like cool carnival, in Puerto Rico or whatever. I really want to do this type of look on myself or my clients or whatever. So again, like Ruth was saying, just staying true to yourself and just like, I think that's just the hardest thing, is always having that inspiration and that intuition to like keep pushing forward with some fresh new content.
So I was going to ask, when you say inspiration, is there something that you specifically go to when you're looking to be inspired to create something new?
Oh my gosh. Typically as of late, I have been getting some really serious, like deep meditation sessions, like looking within.
Yes.
Also sound baths and different healing segments. And getting myself back out into nature, man. Every time I go to any very like nature prone place, I love to just sit and walk around like a true hippie, like with my shoes off, laying around in the wind, spinning like, oh yes, people are like, Sarah's just over there being her in her own little zone. But I just love to take those moments to live in the moment. Feel the air on my skin, feel the cool air coming into my body. It releases out warm. Feel, dew on the hairs of my arm. Like I love to truly take it in 1,000%. So
love it.
Especially in foreign waters, if any potential bays are watching.
Okay, babe. Shoot, tap in.
Beautiful blue water.
So on. Try to be serious here. So with your Ruth, somebody save me from Sarah right now. I felt that in my soul with the potential babe.
If anyone's watching and you're loving what I'm serving, you know where to take me. Key West would be great.
Take me to the Maldives.
Okay. instantly. You know, them bomb bathtubs, that you in the water, kind of out the water,
Oh,
you know,
man.
you lay it out. Hell
Drop
yeah.
me off and I'll figure it out.
Seriously, you don't, at this rate, you don't even got to be there.
Y'all save me.
Thanks, babe.
I love it. It's the energy for me. Oh my Lord. Okay.
I'm so serious, though.
I know, and I feel it. So on what inspires you with your cutting to do something different, branch out? Like I've seen people that have like a whole Tupac on the side of their head that's colored.
And that's crazy. Yeah.
Can you do that type of stuff?
Yeah, I actually can. Actually,
Really?
Yeah, and I mean, it really all just started because growing up, going to school, you know, like my biggest thing that I was good at in school, because my grades was just not that, they were not there.
Join the club.
But my art projects was always like,
Look at you
I was
go.
like, man, mine is the best in class.
You
I just
go.
knew it ever since like elementary school. So I was like, man,
What
how
kind of
am I gonna-
mediums? All of them?
What do you mean?
What kind of mediums? Like, was it like oil pastels, pencil, watercolor, clay?
Honestly, I was never really that good at painting.
Really?
But when it came to like, let's just say we had like an essay to write and we had to have like
I
a little visual with it. I was on the visual.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did my essay like the night before it was
Yeah.
you know due or whatever.
Wow.
So that was just that's just where my mind has always been at, just creating,
Yeah.
sculpting something.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, how am I gonna make money off of this? Because
Yeah.
like I'm about to graduate high school. From there, I'm gonna go to college. I'm like, what do I really want to do that's gonna pay me? And I mean, at first, I was really interested in radio, you know. So I went to Butler and I started doing the mass communication program out there. So we were working with the college radio and TV, and then I started doing the little internships. And then I was like, I need to have a backup just in case this isn't what I really want to do.
Yeah.
Or if I don't like the pay, because if I don't like the pay and if it's too much work. So my backup, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna jump right into barber school right after, because I think that's like one of the ways that I can make money, putting my creative juices into
course.
it, you know? And I was like, well, I mean, worst case scenario, if I don't like it, then I mean, at least I know I tried it. But as soon as I got into barber school and I started cutting hair, I was like, I love this. I don't even want to go back to the radio stuff.
Yeah.
I really don't. Like, I want to do my barbering. My barbering was my backup.
Yeah.
But I ended up like loving it a lot. And I mean,
What made you like?
cool.
Did you get that little intuition? Like, what made you to be like, you know, I'm gonna go to barber school?
Right.
What inspired that?
I was gonna say.
the very first time that actually sparked my mind was I didn't think that I was gonna go to school, but it first like piqued my interest was when I was like in elementary school. There was these two boys that would always come in with like Disney characters on their heads, and everybody was like, "Oh, that's cool," and me, I'm like, "Yo, that is so freaking cool!" Like, I love that, and I would just sit in class just looking at it, like, how do you just make art into somebody's
It's 3D.
head?
And now she doing it.
And I didn't plan on owning a business, and I have that now. But I mean, I remember that. I don't remember too much when I was little, but I remember that.
Wow.
I remember I was like, that's when it first like hit. I'm so glad you asked that question.
Yeah.
Because that's really where it really first like
Just staring like,
sparked.
"Dad, golly, how the heck
Right.
did they do that?"
Yeah.
On me. Wow, y'all. I
And
love
years
it.
later, I'm like, okay, this is probably gonna be the career because
Yeah.
that's what I'm good at.
And
like,
look at you, the boss now, Ruth.
Right.
I am so proud of you, girl.
Yeah.
We came a long way.
For both of you ladies.
Okay,
Come
yes,
on.
girl.
Yes.
Yes, I love it so much.
So in 10 years, where would you like to see yourself?
On an island, the same one.
but as I mentioned,
So
We
you-
just got talking about they got a few beachfront properties.
Are you,
That's where I see myself.
so are you so you want to live like on a beach opposed to
So I have came back because I aspire to live in an RV with my 2 dogs.
Oh man.
And I'm going to tour the country. So by the time I leave here, Fraser,
when the
and
mic's
Castro-
cut off, we
Yeah.
got to talk.
So that's actually what I'm in Wichita doing, you know, gathering myself, getting my RV all together. And yeah, we're going on the road just because I feel like there has been a huge shift in my brand. And I think now more people come to me, and I think it's more like spiritual now.
Yes.
I don't know what it is. They want to hug me, you know, tell me all about their tea and all their problems and stuff. I give them very kind, loving advice.
Yes.
You know, there may be a few F-bombs in there. You know what? F him, you know? But, it all in, they cry it out, preferably before your appointments. Get it all out.
Right.
Because I don't got time.
To redo.
No, because oh my God, that just happened to me last weekend. My client, she broke down 4 times. I had to redo her makeup 4 times, yeah.
Oh my, she better tip good. Did she tip?
Y'all will see my prices.
Ooh, I wouldn't be crying.
No tip needed, but if you would love to leave a little something, the cash apps and stuff are always open. But,
I heard that.
but it's just, I feel like a lot of my clients, they come to me more for like therapy almost, to see a really good friend. So I think I see myself in 10 years, hopefully transfer my brand over to more wellness, mental wellness, because I have so many like crazy talented women in my family that are like Reiki healers, spiritual,
Really?
energy masters, and like
Nice.
they just do so many different things, counselors, therapists, all that stuff. So, it's always nice. I really want to highlight my family and just the conversations that we have, because they get really, really, really deep.
I believe it.
It's just, I see myself doing that, preferably on that island.
I'm
with
with
my
her.
family.
Hey, I'm gonna be right there with you, girl.
And hopefully something real cute, golden.
I'm gonna be interviewing people.
Muscle kind of toned, moisturized, looking all
Shined
cute.
up, baby.
Yes, nice strong back.
You like me, I love a
Loves
strong
to
back.
listen, hey, wine glass is empty.
I was like, hey, I don't got one. She's over here like, I love a strong back. I said, mine ain't that strong. Hold on. Be gentle.
She's not talking about me.
I love a strong back. You're supposed to agree with me.
Said, yeah.
You don't like a strong back.
I don't think Ruth wants the position, girl.
No.
I'm busy.
No, I just wanted you to agree. Hold on, stop the press.
By force. No, one way or another.
I just wanted that you was feeling what the homie saying. Y'all, Ruth took it left field. My bad, homie. I ain't trying to do you like that. Damn.
That's so stupid.
Smoke today.
Oh my God.
Woo.
Yeah, that was really funny.
All right, so Ruth, where you gonna be in 10 years, my friend?
In 10 years. You know what? I don't want to say that I'd be open to opening another location, but when I first was asked the question if I would open up a business, I was like, no. I said no. I was like, that's not my plan. I don't want to. But then I got comfortable with it. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm ready for that. So who knows? Maybe by the time that time comes around, maybe I might want to. Like I said, as of right now, I'm like, nope.
So would you be opposed to being a traveling barber?
Yeah. I would be open to that. And 10 years from now, I don't know. It's like I'm just fresh to 30. Like,
man, you got to put them. When I was 30, that's when I set my 10-year goal.
Yeah.
And something keeps telling me I'm gonna reach it by the time I'm 38. Yeah. So by the time I'm 40, I'm gonna be on the island with the homie.
Okay.
That doesn't sound bad, honestly. Like,
I plan on
thinking
being
about
on the island in a few years.
Hey man, I'm right there. Hey, we gonna speed it up.
Yeah.
Speed up.
Yeah.
I do plan on moving out the country though.
I don't blame you.
For sure.
Pretty dope.
I love Costa Rica. I
gonna
fell
ask
in
you.
love with Costa Rica when I went. It's just so natural.
Mm.
Only thing is, like, you really have to know about the earth because, I was talking to a few locals there when I was there, and they were saying that, like, the government, they did not help them because the government is corrupt. So they got sent aid, but the government was like, free check, and just left them. There you barely even have cell service. So their sense of community just grew so much in a way different way. I know we were talking about community a little bit as far as like, how does Wichita support your business or, perceive your business? And it goes so much deeper in especially other third world countries than a like and a share, It's like, hey, do you have any clean water that I could drink? Or, are there any potatoes over here? So I really I love going there and just getting tuned back in the earth, and just building that. So I'm thinking maybe Thailand is where I want to go. I really would love to go and venture Bangkok because there's a huge community of like Americans that transfer over there. Plus, your money stretch. Okay.
Anywhere else besides here, I feel like your money kind of stretches.
Yeah, it just depends.
I want to go to the motherland. I've already decided Ghana. I'm on the way. Give me a second.
Oh yeah, I would love to go visit Africa. I would probably spend maybe half a year over there just exploring.
I'll mess around and wouldn't even come back.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like if God puts it on your heart, it's probably meant for you to go.
Man, don't make me cry. I didn't get here today. Come here to cry. Oh, stop.
It's okay. God put it on your heart, girl. Go see what's in Africa for you.
We went from Atlanta to Ghana. Which one is it?
I'm going to go to Atlanta first, my nigga.
Yeah.
By the time I'm 40, I might just be in Ghana.
Ghana.
Okay.
For real. I don't.
You be Ghana. Okay.
That part. I love it. Okay, so where we at? So we 5 minutes over. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut it on down. Y'all, it was beautiful talking to these young female entrepreneurs. They out here doing it, y'all. I love it. So once again, we're gonna close it. Ruth, let them know where you at, where they can find you. They want to get a line up. She said, I ain't gonna push you back. I'm gonna give you some hair. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna exfoliate that scalp.
You feel nice. You feel good.
There we go.
Yeah, but I'm over there in 723 West 13th. And sorry, you just threw me the
You're okay.
This is my first podcast.
You doing good.
Guys, I'm sorry. Okay,
doing
but
great.
I'm over there on by Riverside. I am close to North High. I don't know if you're familiar with the area.
Yes.
But yes, where I'm located. I actually have I wanted to shout out I have a braider in there. She's dope. She does twists, all that. I have a couple girls doing lashes, Victoria, Cassandra, Alondra. Come check them out.
So is it all females in your shop?
As of right now, yes.
You go, girl.
Oh yeah.
What?
Good job, Ruth.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
You go, girl.
Yeah.
I should have asked her at the beginning. I didn't think that you was going to do that. But she did. She said, oh, yeah, we got all ladies
I gotta shout them out real quick.
Okay.
Oh, my,
And
you
you
go,
about to make
girl.
them cold. Y'all
let
gonna be
'em-
like the Charlie's Angels of Clippers.
Man,
coming in.
oh, that's tight. That's a photo shoot.
If you guys need your makeup done, you know who to hit up.
Period.
Hey, let me throw this out there too. I had like 2 things that I wanted to accomplish this year. And my 2 top things on the list was I wanted to get a photo shoot done by this man out in Texas. His name is Gerardo. And then the other thing on the list was like, I need to get my makeup done by Sarah.
Oh my
And
God,
then they
girl.
told me she was coming. I was like,
That's
Happy New
perfect.
Year. I don't know if you've seen, I had sent you a message on Instagram. I was like,
No,
I
I
need to
haven't
set
seen
up.
She's adamant. You
well,
see her face?
yeah.
She need that makeup.
Okay.
I said, she's like, girl, I don't think you've seen it.
It's a Sarah Myers experience.
But you had messaged me back, but this
Yeah.
was like weeks back. And
Yeah.
I never got back to you. But
Oh, okay.
I was like, these next couple
Y'all,
months.
she said when the
It's
year
gonna be
started.
so lit, Ruth.
Yeah, I was like, because I've never gotten my makeup done by her, and I've known her since then.
For
Since
forever.
Yeah, since then.
Yeah.
So,
But 2 things on your, well, one of the 2 things is knocked off your list.
Okay.
oh yeah,
So you doing good.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay,
Look at the
so,
divine
dang, what was the question that I asked you? Because I now need to ask Sarah. God damn it, was it not the 10
where to
year?
find
Yes,
contact.
thank you. Man, I need to talk today. So let the people know what you coming back into the dub. Where can they find you at? Throughout your social medias, where you gonna be at? Setting up shop.
Yes. So I take all my bookings online, but you can visit my Instagram account, BeautySTM, and just click the links. And it has all my booking sites for Dallas, for Oklahoma City, for
Go, girl.
Wichita, and anywhere else in the world that you need me. Just DM me, and I can build a contract for you.
Every time she says in the world, I'll be like, my brain just blows up. I'm like, so many people are just local.
Yeah.
And Sarah is taking it to a whole nother level, y'all. She says, find me. I could be anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
That's
Seriously.
for somebody like me that wants my brand all over the world.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick your brain here in a little bit,
Oh
y'all.
my God. Please
Telling
pick
y'all.
it.
Yes. Y'all, it's your girl Candy B. Make sure y'all tap in with me. Follow me on YouTube at Candy B Poppin'. Also on Instagram. Those are just the 2 that I want y'all to follow me on Instagram and YouTube. I love y'all. Y'all, we in Humble Greatness Studio. Follow these 2 young girls. Follow me. And it's going down.
Bye.
Adios.